Oh, I'm supposed to have started VTube Studio. I knew I was forgetting something. Hello, chat. Where are you? Hi, very meek. Yeah. Hello. My voice is kind of shit today, so I apologize in advance. Hello, tracking. I would love if you were connected. Do not perceive. I have to keep the phone on. That's right. Whoa! I heard a sound. Where's OBS? Lurkin. Thank you. I'm lurking while progging. Have a nice stream in the meantime. Thank you, Sarah, for the 28 months. Holy crap. And thank you, Muse, for the 12 months. Very 5090 Doko. It's it doesn't exist. I've got a slowly failing 3080. That's the best I can do. 3080 Ti, at least. I was looking at cards the other day. I was like, ooh, if I had money, because I have a pile of computer parts, but I don't have another video card. So when I build the new stream PC, all things PC, I'm just gonna have to move this card over and hope for the best. If I have any money left over from my Live 2D budget, then I will maybe spend it on a video card, or I might have to spend it on food. Wait, Varsity, I haven't started the program yet. We're behind today, I apologize. Why do you think it's failing? It crashes a lot. Like, especially when it gets warmer in here. But like, what's that sound? Oh, it's Final Fantasy, the critically acclaimed game. That's not showing up on my screen for some reason. Wait, did I delete the 14 source? That would be very funny. Oh, this is PC2. This is for a 2 PC setup. That's not it. Why is this there? What is this? Okay. I'm perceiving. Here, you can perceive some more. But yeah, hi everybody. Yeah, the 3080, like, it does a lot of weird things, but it probably doesn't help the fact that, like, I spent the last 2 years with it, like, maxed out. Like, it'll fucking be clocked to the moon at it'll be running at like 96 to 100% while I'm streaming. Okay, hold on. Let me open the Throw application before Varsity comes back. Where is it? Is this it? I tried to record funny things today and like work on stuff, and I was just like, I don't know how this is supposed to work. Wait, where's the thing? Oh no. I don't know where the source is. No, Ark. Jesus. Oh, I have to fix my scene. Which scene am I on again? VNet? 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 I look forward to telling him he missed Chunibay. I cannot believe it. Imagine missing Chunibay. Ow. 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 No. Okay. Wait, why am I not logged in? Hello, authentication? I'm clicking. Okay. Apparently everything should be working now. I guess I can change the category to 14 because I think I'm gonna play 14 today. I had other things like chalked up to do, but I didn't get any of that prepared for stream today because I spent the whole time working on some new intros and then didn't finish those either. And then my room warmed up to 82 degrees because I was running Premiere and After Effects and Photoshop all that time, and then I didn't do any of the things that I wanted to do, and then I lost my mind and OBS crashed and I had to reboot my computer, and then what do I do with my life? You sound in a good mood though, somehow. Well, I googled how to be a VTuber and it said be entertaining, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I took some medication and now I'm entertaining. Or at least I have more motivation than I like. No, I'm joking. Ow. Why? Why is it doing that? Why is it still broken? Ow. Ow again. Okay, well. Hello, chat. I'm gonna have to fix that. Damn it. Got out of your system. No. Jesus Christ. Wait a second. Ow. Jesus. Oh boy. What are we gonna do with you, chat? So, I've noticed you found the new throws. I hope you're enjoying them. Ow. I like the fact that gravity works properly with these throws. So, if I want to drop something, ow, ow, like a book, ow. Wait, that one went up. Ow, okay, that one went down properly. Ah! Ah! Jesus Christ. No. Okay. Okay. I think the coast is clear. They're performing science. They sure are. I'll say hello in a second. Chat, you have no idea how tempting it is. How tempting it is all the time to leak things. Because despite my my new full-time position as a streamer. Wait, who are you? What is this? Oh, it's the Make It Rain. I forgot. I keep forgetting. It's probably almost over. I haven't even done the fashion report. I lost my train of thought. Wow. You have till June 11th. Holy shit, that's a long... Making it rain for a good while. Am I back? I'm back. I can perceive again. Count your days, chat. I'm coming. I know where to find you. Always. The other side of that anime figure. Just... Ah! I can't see past the giant books. Or the regular size books, depending on your angle, I guess. Get that 5094 Mumi dot. These are ridiculous. So, first off, TITS. TITS, Twitch Integrated Throw System. As you all know, it uses a lot of GPU. I canned it. Threw it away. Tossed it in the garbage. I still, have it somewhere, but I'm not using it for the time being because I'm testing out another throw system called Karasu Bonk. And if you're familiar with Fizzy's VTuber model, the person who did the rig for that is Karasu Bonk. So I'm testing it out, and so far I'm really amused with it. It does most of the things I want it to do, and some of the things that I didn't know that I could do, I'm really enjoying. But yeah, it's entertaining. So I added some more throws and I changed some stuff up. Didn't know TITS was CPU intensive. Yeah, it uses 3D and it uses Unity, and you have to use window capture on top of all that in OBS to capture it. So it's really resource intensive. And then you've got to have like the screen open, and you've always got to fucking open the program and hide it, and it glitches out all the time. It's kind of it's not the best. You know, pros and cons to everything. But yeah, this is fun because in addition to all the system resources I'm using or saving on CPU and GPU, like this is not zero. This still uses some CPU. And I don't know if I don't actually know how much TITS used in the CPU perspective. I know it used a bunch of GPU. But at the least I'm trading GPU for CPU utilization so I can get some GPU back. And I don't have to have the window open in a way that like I can mess with the settings in Scene without showing it all the chat for once. So I can click on things in it like this. Ow. Without needing a dedicated button if I want to throw something at myself. Because that's what I had set up in case the throw didn't work. I just hit the button on my keyboard before, and now I can just have like a Stream Deck sort of panel. So you know, I can hit all my buttons, sort of. But yeah. Ow. I'm thinking about changing the noise for Drop a Book though, because it's not quite substantial enough. Maybe chat won't notice. But yeah, it's interesting. It's not that these books are made of styrofoam. In any case, hi Ark, congrats on first and second. Hi Shy Moth, hi Coda, hi Muse, hi Numi, hi Tony, hi Steel Rain, hi Richter.
Solo_9
Whoa.
Twitch.tv.
Hi Zara. Hi Solo.
Just rated with a party of 31.
Hi Varsity. Welcome in Raider. Welcome in Raiders. How was your stream? Hi Coda. Hi Kobo. Hi Warcraft. Hi Ali. Hi Nami. Raiding into Racer Worry? Yeah. I don't know what scene I'm on. So Racing Worry appeared. I'm learning how to stream again. That's what it is. But thanks. Hi, Zabes. I am testing out a new throw system, as you may have noticed, because TITS was very GPU intensive. So chat's having fun with that, and it's providing a great distraction from the fact that I have no idea what I'm doing today. Hi, Zeras. But yeah, how's your stream, Solu? Hope you're doing well. Gamers, if you're not already following Solu_9 at twitch.tv, please give him a follow. He's a fantastic streamer. And just a swell, entertaining dude in general. So, absolutely worth your time. Working that E33 went well? Hell yeah. I am very, very intrigued by E33 because everybody says it's really good, and I love games with good story. And I see like emotional responses to it on Twitter, and I'm just like, can I play this game? And somebody told me it has a rather story focused mode rather than something that will make me get stuck on difficulties. So I am excited. It's definitely on my list. Also, Ark gave me a late birthday present today. Ark gave me a Miku rhythm game for PC. I've heard of it before, but I have really no idea about it. I was setting it for stream at the time, so I haven't had a chance to check it out. But thank you, Ark. Time to play Miku game. Get better at rhythm games for past Ruri's sake. Oh yeah, I did tweet that. I may have been going through my Twitter today and deleting old tweets because I was like, oh, I was so cringe. I know I say embrace your cringe, but there's a limit. At least for me. It's a port of the arcade game you were playing before. Oh, wait, you're right. Project Diva Megamix is in the, like, Project Diva kind of timeline. I don't know what the word is. For series of games. That's probably what I'm looking for. But yes, the the Miku AU. From what I got, it's a port of Future Tone, which is a port of the arcade game. Oh yeah, I think I actually have one of the Future Tone games for PlayStation, but I don't know where my PS5 is right now. Is destroying the planet a part of your cringe side? Are we ending that story arc? Well, the more money I have, the happier I am. So if you want to end that story arc, you can hit that donate button below. No, we're starting my new full-time adventures as a content creator, so I don't think the cringe side is going away anytime soon. Goddamn relatable. I'm sorry, Tony, but also I'm here for you. It do be like that sometimes. It unfortunately do. Oh, God. Well, now I'm tired. It's only been 25 minutes and I used all my energy in the first 25 minutes to stream. Cool. Well, you know what they say. I don't actually know, so I changed the scene, but then I realized the scene doesn't have audio immediately. So, I have to figure out where the other scene is. There it is. Just start again. Yep. Yeah, if I put you back on the intro, then I can take a 5-minute breather and nap. Go get some tea. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll go get some chai. And by some, I mean a lot. We're gonna get so much chai. That's really loud. Holy... Okay. I have to fix that later. If any of you were here for the whole intro sequence, I commend you. Wait, where'd the thing go? Why do I have 5? No, wait. How many scenes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 scenes for Final Fantasy XIV in OBS. And then there's like 14 specific BRB scenes. Whenever I need a new scene, I don't update the old scene. I just make a new scene and I copy everything over and then I throw whatever I want in there and then I never use it again. So right now, I'm actually using a scene called Final Fantasy XIV Live VNet 2. So this is a scene that I would normally use for VTuber collabs. But it's the only scene with Karasu Bonk on it right now. Oh, did you know you can make nested scenes too? I have a few of those. Somewhere in here there's this one. Oh, that was loud. Okay, let's get some background music going before chat kills me. And I'm gonna stop playing with my scenes, I swear. Oh, you know what it is? My OBS volume meter is up at the top. Did you know if you have a Go XLR, you do not actually need to dedicate a whole meter to your microphone? Especially if you never change your mic level, like me. Mine's just at 100% all the time. By the way, chat, is there audio in the background? Because there is a fan running in here. I'm going to test turning it off so you can tell if you hear a difference or not. Because I want my audio to be crisp and clear. Is that a yes as in, can you hear something in the background? In any case. Oh, you can hear it when I talk. Yeah, the noise gate. That makes sense. So it's not throwing the noise gate, but it's still audible when I talk. So that's good to hear. That. Well, I guess how distracting is it? Because right now it is 78 degrees in here, and we're going to see how warm it gets. There's not a lot of ventilation here. I'm thinking about asking the handlers if they can like put some holes in the wall, but then I think they'll be worried that I'll escape. So I don't think that they're going to go for it. So I'm starting to think maybe I could request a large cube of ice before every stream. I could tell them that my species requires a block of ice at 6 p.m. Pacific every day to function properly. And by the time it melts, maybe I'll be done. How big of a block of ice? Like, what do you think I need? Like 9,000 BTUs of like cooling energy? How big of a block of ice is 9,000 BTUs? You know, convective, thermal transfer, I don't know, words. I request a sledgehammer and permission to put holes in the walls. Hell yeah, Tony. I don't think they'll give me a sledgehammer, but I'll ask. Not too bad I had stopped noticing it before you asked. Fuck yeah. Sorry, language. Hell yeah. It'll be issued at least one of those giant fans that rotate. I'm gonna just take another ibuprofen. And 10 ice cubes a week. Ooh. You know what? This varsity guy's not so bad, chat. Just run into... No. I'm too tall to Malevolence Racing Rig. Sorry, Saris. It's a nice fit you got there, though. The eyes go really well with the horns on the top. Ow. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Audio. Which one of these is my music slider? I can't actually see anymore. There we go. How do you succeed at Twitter, chat? I've started to notice that like I have no idea what I'm doing. No matter what, I'm always at the same exact, like I have like a baseline. No matter what I do, everything stays exactly the same. Even like working in my career like the past like decade, like it's not just Twitter and Blue Sky. As my like income grew, inflation and prices of things also went up. So like nothing ever changed. It's like I hit the peak. $10. Varsity, now I'm imagining you as a fearful but doting concierge for an evil supervillain. Yeah, where do we sign up for the varsity concierge service? War. War never changes. Should we play 14 or should we play Control? Or should we play Miku? Project Miku Mix. I don't know if I can actually play that on stream. I'm assuming I can. But, I've never seen... Like, I never see people playing rhythm games on Twitch. And I think there's a reason for that. So I'm kind of afraid to. I thought about it before. But... I could always pipe the audio to the VOD track, so it'd probably be okay. It'd just be more of a pain to set up, and the VODs would be kind of useless. Or they wouldn't. Who knows? Kumiko and Love Live? You're right. Kumiko plays Love Live on Twitch. Thank you, Coda. Well, for the moment, I'm going to continue running my mouth because I enjoy that very much. I'm going to think about how much I want to leak things that I can't leak. I thought about putting things in the intro sequence, but I didn't put anything you haven't seen yet, chat. I wouldn't worry about it. The main goal there is to get better at the rhythm game for past Furry's sake. You can do that offline too. Alright. Fair. Failure to show respect to a Miku Miku beam will cost you 5 ice cubes. How do you show respect? And why do you sound like a Melchak in Severance? Is it like... I don't know. Miku beam. Why is it that Miku can use a beam but I can't? What about that, huh? I feel that, but without the income, let alone income increasing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tony. I actually talked to one of my old coworkers today. He messaged me because he hadn't heard from me in a couple weeks. He messaged me a couple weeks ago, and I never replied because I didn't want to be depressing. And he was like, "Hey, you doing all right?" Because he's like, I don't know. But he's the only one I'm still in contact with from that place. And he was cool. So I didn't want to lose contact. But he told me he is leaving and got a new job, so he was able to return home. And I was super thrilled to hear that. Like, I got like secondhand happiness through him, and so that's probably the biggest reason why I'm like motivated and like excited on stream today. It's because like that like gave me a huge boost to hear that like somebody got out of there without one of the many rounds of layoffs doing you in. Ugh. Because your beam would be aimed at the planet. Okay, Varsity, if you use that Miku Miku beam within a Miku Miku atmosphere, would it not also be aimed at the planet? Does the planet stop at the surface, or does it stop at the Kármán line? Because if it stops at the surface, then you don't need the atmosphere. But if it stops at the Kármán line, then firing it on the surface still constitutes firing it at Earth. Speaking of the Kármán line, though, I think that's at like 300,000 feet and some change above the surface of the Earth. I may no longer have a spaceship, but I was thinking it might be nice to become the first VTuber in space. I'm not the first VTuber... Well, I think I could say I'm the first VTuber to have been in space, but I'm not the first since VTubing. Since I've only been doing that for a couple of years and I've been here and I don't have a means to go back into space right now. Shh, don't tell them. They'll come arrest me. The god person looks like an evil Cackerel Ceres. Wait, what? Wait a second. I know that cat. Where did my thing go? It's Tony's, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's Tony's. It's not a dumb cat. Oh, I clicked on Zara's. You have a cool looking cat. No, sorry. Ruri's ship got repossessed. It got destroyed, Varsity. It's very hard to travel 22 light years. I really like the dark makeup. And the fit is immaculate. Maybe I can take it. It doesn't exist anymore, Varsity. It's in like 40,000 trillion gotillion pieces. Spread out across the fucking... Ah! Ow. Spread out across the solar system. You know, at this rate, the live 2D model for the new stuff might be finished before I finish the light novel. I really need to start working on it. But I have thoughts for you, chat. I don't think that's how hydrating works. I have water. I'm drinking it. Listen. That was a little too much. Why do I have such a headache? Is it the exposed nerves? We can fix that. Give me some Gorilla Glue. Does Gorilla Glue work at the atomic level? And if you're gonna build a spaceship atom by atom, wouldn't it be better to build it from scratch? Because if you add too much glue... Well, first off, will glue break down in the radiation of the vacuum of space? Will it survive to absolute zero? And will it survive, well, really hot? Because you don't want mock scarring to destroy the edges of your spaceship and then the glue break down and then you fall apart. But I think more than anything, the weight of all that glue would make it difficult to leave the gravity well. Listen, I'm just plopping handfuls of spaceship atoms into globs of glue. It'll be fine. Ah, yes. Spaceshipium. The spaceship element. I'll do a test flight directly into the sun. You know, it's actually a lot harder to reach the sun than it is to reach interstellar space and deep space. To leave the solar system. Because the Earth already has... It's already like... It's halfway up the solo cup. And it's a lot harder to drink the rest of the liquid than it is to just pour it out. It's like the beer pong of the solar system. You've got to get the ball in the hole to reach the sun. But... Well, I guess you gotta get the ball in the hole to do anything. This is not a good metaphor. I thought you were gonna say you'll catch fire before you get there. Yeah, that would be a thing. Solo cups? What am I, a billionaire? Alright, reusable Nalgene's. But yeah, if you could strip down what you need to survive to like, I don't know, like 8 ounces, I'm sure you could get into space, no problem. Just get somebody to fling you really hard. Like, I don't know what the number is, but it's not impossible. I think there's actually a company that's trying to do it. They're called Spin Launch. And I love the idea. Spin something so fast that when you let go of it, it will fly into space. They like use these like reusable seals. So the thing basically blasts through the seal because they've got this big cylindrical vacuum chamber with like a, what's the thing called that spins around really fast? Centrifuge. That's it. It's got a centrifuge in it. And then the centrifuge just lets go of it at exactly the right time, and it flies through the opening, breaking through the seal, flying through the atmosphere, and presumably getting into space. But like, let's be honest, this thing is never gonna work. For one thing, Spend Launch does not have enough money to make a full-size model, and I don't think the scale thing is even working exactly as they anticipate. And then like, you're still gonna need staging. You're still gonna need like attitude control and all this stuff. Imagine like subjecting something with tanks of fuel in it to like, I don't even know how many G's they're gonna need to spin this thing at, but it's gonna be really funny if it ever gets built, because the disasters it'll produce will be astronomical. The launcher for the ship is in the shape of a hand throwing a frisbee and a backhand. That's a sentence. Gotta make it clear, we are friendly, but I will fight the whole universe to protect my planet or solar system. Varsity, I'll have you know I've already called home, so you will in fact get to fight the whole universe for your planet. Because they are coming, and when they get here, rest assured, they will destroy you. I may have told them that humans are criminals. And, and that I need help to escape. And, they'll welcome you as their brethren. Be an Earth trader? Yeah, Tony can come. Me and Tony are getting out of this popsicle stand. I'll have you know, chat, I believe it is important for those who would not learn from their crimes that there is a fate worse than death in this galaxy. You tell us, Varsity, that you're not afraid to die, but how do you see that death? If you believe that death at my hands will be merciful and benevolent, I'm afraid your expectations are sorely lacking. I guarantee you'll be given plenty of opportunity to recognize just how wrong your expectations are. Can I come? I have no real attachment to Earth, of course. Numi, what is that? Oh my god, that's a great popcorn emote. I need a popcorn emote. And yeah, some good emotes. Worry, I have no life to Colt Crescent so hard to distract myself from the thought. Ow, the thoughts. I believe it. I want to check. Oh, a Colt class. All right, fuck. No. All right, Varsity. Listen here. Once you have learnt how the moth. Ow. How the moths exact their revenge, you will beg for us to kill you by any means, no matter how painful. However, we won't give you that luxury. We may have cast aside notions of heaven in ages past, but we do believe in hell. That's because in this galaxy, hell does exist. And it is preserved in the hands of the moths. The height of civilization, ow, also beget the darkest of sciences. They have created something truly detestable. And you will know it well, Varsity. Should I time him out? No, it's fine. Why did I hear a gnome? You didn't hear a gnome? I need my Stream Deck where I can see it. You know what they say about moths and flames? I actually don't. What do they say about moths and flames? That's the wrong button. Ow. Ow. Okay, there may have been a gnome in there. Okay, well, we'll replace the gnome with ow with a P12S boss. We'll replace the gnome with Athena. They know their flames. Oh no. I felt like this was gonna be a Lazarus reference. Given that moths are attracted to light, that they have a tendency to fly too close to the sun. They burn their wings off and then they fall to earth. Listen, we have our own prophecies and we don't die in them. Okay, never mind all the death I experienced trying to reach Earth. That was unintentional. I'm ADHD spiraling. I should have hopped in the shower 3 years ago. I'm just sitting here. Oh no. Oh, 3 hours ago. God, that's a big difference. Ray's not a moth. She just miscalculated the trajectory around the sun to put a hole on Earth. You know what? There's some truth to that. Feels like years, to be fair. Same. Rude. Oh god, ADHD spiraling is the worst. It does say moth on the 10. This is correct. I have been assigned the moth mission, so I'm technically a moth now. But your definition of moth and my definition of moth are two different things. Landed in a field of fresh taiyaki. I do love me some taiyaki. God, acid reflux burns so much. Fizzy, if you're listening to this, I want you to know that I'm dying out here for you. I'm dying, okay? I'm dying. I just had a stomach acid burp as you said that. That sounds horrible. That sounds awful. God, I really need something. Not a burp? Oh, I don't want to know what that is then. But yeah. I guess we never got past the news. So I want to be the first VTuber in space. So maybe the next goal in the future could be a rocket. So if any of you have experience with rocketry, please let me know, because I realized that to buy rocket motors, you need L3 certification from one of two major rocketry associations. And I don't want to build my own rocket motors because I don't know that would end super well. Gotta rob one more than one bank. Got it. The real question is, do I need to actually hit the Kármán line, or can I get like 50,000 feet? Because I think you can start to see the curvature of the Earth at 50,000 feet. Actually, you know what I could do? I could do it without a rocket. I could do it with a balloon. Because they go well above 50,000 feet, like a weather balloon. I wonder if we can get above the Kármán line with a weather balloon, though. Listen, we have a very small budget. So, food for thought. I watched a video about someone who tried to do that. I'm pretty sure Red Bull sent a dude up really high. It didn't look like fun. I don't really trust the adventures Red Bull has with people, but rest assured, I am an expert, and I will, unfortunately, survive. How does acid reflux work in space? In zero-G, acid reflux is the worst because everything is up, but also everything is down, and that's bad for acid reflux. Half his payload was alcohol? What the? Oh no. Like alcohol fuel? Or alcohol for drinking? Interesting. I guess that's one way to get down. Combining your uppers and your downers. Yeah, to fuel the demons. Jesus. I'm pretty sure my council said not to use alcohol for those things. Wait a second. Oh, okay, I turned my mic back on. I was like, wait, I turned my mic off. How can stream hear me? Because this is a really long time for them to keep the, to not tell me. That's happened before. You chat. You are clever. You'll read the closed captions, and then you'll be like, yeah, Rory, your mic's totally working. In other news, I don't have a good segue to this one. I am going to go to Offkai Expo. I haven't been to an event in like... Wait, what year is it? Was last year FanFest? No, last year was nothing because... Yeah... Last year was nothing though. Because Dawn Trail came out and we're all like, oh my god, let's play Dawn Trail. And then, oh my god, what if we raided in Dawn Trail because we have no life and that's the best thing to do in this video game is nothing but raid and raid and raid. That's my test to see if Fizzy's actually here or not. Last year was Misery because I couldn't hang out with Rory. I'm sorry, Zeris. I wanted to do more last year, but I also wanted to not lose my mind. So I did nothing. Everyone knows this. But I had... Obviously, I was unemployed for a third of the year. And then I spent the next third of the year paying for that unemployment. And then I spent the last third of the year trying to get Fizzy to hang out with me. And then this year, I'm like, all right, we're gonna fix things. And then I lost my job again. Come to my house, wife. You'd think it'd be easier to get a wife to move across the country to move in with you. But it's hard. It's not easy. Very real. No, you zero. You're realer. Look at you in my text box there with your letters and your purple. I don't know what's realer than purple. On my bank robbing spree, I'll rob that company if you want. Yes. If you would love to rock up to a Ucker Arc Uckerberg, you can tell him Murray sent you. Motherfucker. Or you have a Swiss bank account, right? Is that like a Swiss Army knife? Purple is good. I'm not real. Oh my god. Buddy, it'd be my pleasure. I'm legally required to not say shit. So I am saying the least amount of shit that I can. Get it extradited to the lizard people world? Oh. Oh, no idea. Hi, sleazy. That art. The evil lizard people? Do good and evil really exist? Ow. I like NDAs. There's nothing to NDA. That... Well, okay, that's all I can say. NTADs. Don't say that, please. What does that mean? Oh my god, Allie. Listen, my thin books are safe in their cardboard prisons right now. They are protected. Someday I will unbox them and put them on the shelf in the living room again. But until then, oh no! Until then, they live in the box. God, we love Bugcat. We love Kapu. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Offkai in a couple weeks. Um, I have to I have to finish my budget for it. But if you're going to Offkai, let me know because I've wanted to go to Offkai for like 5 years. It hasn't existed for 5 years, but 4 years. How does Kai feel about that? I don't fucking know. I don't talk to Kai. Uh, like I obviously once in a blue moon I'm in there, but like almost decided to go do that. I'm gonna take my rat fucked shower with my rat fucked bucket. Like Hako's bells. Like sweet. Um Rats are cool. Have fun, Tony. Please don't get electrocuted. True, Kai's a wild horse that's hard to rein in. I can't talk about Kai if he's not here. It's not respectful. Plus, like, I don't want to. I'm sure I bother him enough as is, so I try to keep it to a minimum. You know, I'm weird. I don't understand normal people. We can tell good things about Kai. Yes, Kai is a cool dude. No, I'm 100. I'm not just saying that. Kai actually gave me this emote, so like, so yeah. A cool horse girl. Yeah, Kai's my favorite horse girl. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Offkai's like 2 weeks away at this point. I'm losing my mind because I'm like, uh oh, I have to prep. Let's see, today is the 29th. Next week will be the 5th and the 12th. Well, this is a good track. He's the best. Uma Musume. Or Usa Musume.
Arxene just gifted a sub to Kyoko Star.
No, we don't need to summon him. He's busy, I'm sure. He's probably in a game. I need some excuse to use PTO. Yeah, it's expensive to travel. So, here's the thing. Three-ish weeks. Wait. Oh shit. 2.5 weeks until Offkai. Between now and then, I need to make $2,000 because I need to fly Fizzy out there because I have no faith that she's gonna find the money. And while she was unemployed, she racked up a shit ton of debt. So, even though I'm unemployed, I'm making more money than she is. Like, don't tell her I said that. But technically, she's making a good amount of money. But she's not. I don't know if she's in the red or in the black, but like, it doesn't matter. She has a lot of debt to worry about paying off right now. So if she finds out that there's room in her budget for Offkai, great. If not, then I'm gonna figure out a way to make magic happen with my savings, basically. Because we didn't get we did stuff before my birthday last year, but I wanted to fucking do something for my birthday. And we didn't. So this year I was like, we're fucking doing something and we're goddamn going to a fucking con and gonna cosplay together. I'm tired of everything being dictated by the 14 fucking patch schedule. And she's like, okay. So I was like, yeah, oh, okay. So I was really excited, and I got fucking laid off, and she got laid off, so like we didn't get to do that. So when things started to stabilize, I was like, let's go to one of these cons Memorial Day weekend. Plus, like, I had the FOMO really bad. Because everybody I knew or used to know was at either Fanime, Anime North, Animazement. Was Anime Boston also that weekend? And then the week before that, everybody was at Anime Central, and I'm just like, ah. Or you watch out, there's a Xeris creeping up behind you. Shh, if you don't move, he can't see you. I see Fizzy also subscribes to the ARC School of Finance perpetual debt. Ah, yeah, unfortunately. Fizzy's idea of budgeting is just to load up Rocket Money and go, look, the numbers are fine. And then we have an argument. But anyway, Ark, thank you so much for getting that sub to Kai. Hopefully I didn't delete Kai's VIP badge. Or not VIP. Kai had a founder's badge. At one point. I don't know if Kai still does. Shh. Don't tell him. I don't think he actually has ever been here while it's been active, because he didn't get one first. But I removed somebody that I banned, and then it like dropped down to, no, you keep it perpetually until I delete it. And I was like, fuck. You know, if somebody doesn't come to my stream for like a year or two, then like I'm gonna nuke them. Sorry. Or like if you don't sub for like 2 years. I want it to go to somebody who's actually gonna support me. So yeah. Like if you're like a regular and you're doing other things to support me, but you can't afford a sub, I'm not gonna remove it. Let me be clear about that. The best way to support a Twitch streamer is just to lurk when they stream. But yeah. And it's not like I expect it, to be fair. Like, my friends don't have to support me. Well, yeah. People are busy. People are busy. I can afford a Subway sandwich. Thank you very much. I am so proud of you, Sleazy. I know that's a very difficult bar, but hitting that bar, you can ride that high for the rest of your life. What was I gonna say? I don't know. But yeah. Somehow I'm gonna get something together for Offkai. And try to put myself back together. And try to do brakes in my car. And then drive a very, very, very long way. The other thing with travel is finding a hotel to stay at. If anyone knows a great place to sleep in your car in Northern California, let me know. There is a brown mouse. Is it the critically acclaimed VTuber from Hololive, Holocaust Bells? Can you keep it? Wait, is it edible? A literal, actual mouse. What are you gonna name it, Kumiko? Can we name it? Can chat name the mouse? Maybe it's Ratatouille. I've never seen that movie. Does the car have space? Does that car have space? I actually tested this. Sure, we can name the mouse? Alright, chat, you heard her. Get those names pumping. I'm proud, name it after me. Oh my god. Solo 10. I like that. Before I moved, I'm proud of you all, by the way. The chat came together to name the mouse after Solo. Can't get a photo, they disappear too quickly. It's alright, we can imagine what it looks like. Before I moved into this fine facility that I definitely am not imprisoned in, the thought occurred to me that I could just put all my things in storage and then live very economically from my driver's seat and roam around. But then I remembered that it costs more than rent to fill up my car's gas tank. So I was like, I like being below 75 degrees, or at least below 80. Let's say below 80. And that won't work. But I did, in the progress of that, realize that I could technically lay down in the back of my car if I put the back seats down and stick my feet into the trunk. But if I roll over onto my side, and let me tell you, I am a side sleeper. One side of my hips will be like 1 inch from the top of the opening. So if I actually stick any padding down, I'm gonna get stuck when I roll over, or not be able to roll over at all. And that's kind of a deal breaker. So I proceeded to spend the next 2 weeks watching YouTube videos about making a camper for your car, except for the fact that I hate trailers. Trailers are stupid, just like cars. Cars are also stupid. Plus the horns might scratch up the pierce the interior. Yeah, you're right. Why do I have 3 cars, chat? What's wrong with me? Ugh. I need to sell everything while I'm in this like period of not really doing anything. But not doing anything is more work than having a job and just doing the same thing every day. Ugh. Do we even have the ability to side sleep without a special pillow with our horns? Purple pillow makes a pillow for that. It's the lumbar support pillow. It's the perfect size. You know what? I forgot about the ads. I was like, when ads run at the hour mark, I'm gonna get up and get something to drink, because my throat is like dying. But then I talked for another 10 minutes. So pretend I'm still here, and I'm gonna get up and get something else to drink. Can offer space, but that's Southern California. I appreciate the offer, but yeah, that's really far away too, and I can't drive that far in one day. I appreciate the offer though. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I really want to go to Offkai because, like, have you ever been in that position in your life where you don't really know what the fuck to do with it? Like I stopped applying for jobs because why? What's the fucking point? Like, I need money. Yeah, I need money and a place to live. Right now I'm doing some consulting work to make like the absolute bare minimum to pay the bare minimum I need to survive. But I'm just kind of stubbornly like, you know what, at this point, fuck it. Like, I'm running risks higher than I've ever run in my life because I've gotten jobs at big tech companies twice in a row and then been laid off. And the job search is so miserable, and you're just running yourself further and further to the edge, and you're like, yeah, I don't know, I'm not gonna bog you down with that whole thing, but like, I'm definitely at that point where I'm like, I'm just gonna try to start a company or work independently for a while, because I hate tech and I don't want to go back to working for Big Zuck or Big Red or Big whatever. Companies shouldn't be able to grow that big. It's gross. But time to work for Big Ruri. Yeah, Big Ruri's over there. But I have some ideas. I don't know if I actually have the like. Wait, there's a Chrome? Okay. Thanks for that. Let me turn that off. What is this? Why is that? Yeah. I'd provide an offer for medium-sized dental, but we have no open positions. Medium-sized dental. I'm not a dentist, but I appreciate the offer. I can offer space in Baja California, but well, it's in Mexico. I don't think that'd help. Yeah. It's fine. I'm not a dentist either. We sell dental instruments. Like, I need to, like, this situation where I can live cheaply won't last forever. So I have to take advantage of it to the maximum, like, to the most of my ability while I can. So, like, if I'm not making close to what I used to, I need to be setting myself up for another career. So I'm not going to take any work that's not an investment in myself, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's not. I'm not surprised, and it's unfortunate. So like, I apologize. I know a position in a medium-sized health insurance, but the pay's gonna be shit compared to big tech. Like, I don't care about like a ton of money anymore. I am tired of being so mentally exhausted at the end of every day because they're like, what you know and what you are good at is not good enough. We want you to always be doing more and more and more. It is insane the way they burn through people and the stress it puts you under. So, like, at the end of the day, if I don't figure anything else out to do, I'm going to create a website called Bookface where you can, like, do everything you need to do on the internet and do it with all your friends. Except it'll be cool. They'd have more productive people if they weren't like that. It's wild they haven't figured that out. We fucking faces. Yeah, it's. I don't get it. They want to just like it's complicated. It's like baked into the system because like the reason these tech companies do huge layoffs is because it's the way the markets work. So they lay a bunch of people off right before or right after like a quarterly earnings report so they can fix their numbers and hide things. They're like, "Oh, we were profitable because we, you know, cut a shit ton of people. Guess what we're going to do next month? Hire them all back or hire other people." My face and Spacebooks, yes. Exactly. I don't know, getting like the biggest problems for things like that is like buy-in because like people feed these systems, but there's no way to easily get people out of that because like normal people can't be bothered. They can't be moved. They're like, oh, I'm insignificant in the grand scheme of things. But like, if they would budge, they could make a difference. But it's just easier to spend all your time on the tubes and the fucking Googles and the books and the twits. I'm guilty of it too. I have a Blue Sky account, but I don't use it as much as I use Twitter because I want to check up on all the JP artists that I follow, and they're not on Blue Sky. I'm trying to fix it. But, ugh, God. Humans are a mess. I've started giving work the bare minimum because they artificially give us more work on the daily, and I'm going to protest that. So, in doing so, if need be, I once met a very insightful lizard that told me to only give 80% at work so that when they ask for more, you can give them a little more, but you never tell them the full 100%. It's like Scotty in Star Trek. Getting trialed as a manager and giving an underling. Whoa. I think worst case, I'll learn software development. Because I know enough code to be dangerous, but like the problem is by the time I do that, I feel like software developers won't exist anymore. But if software developers don't actually exist anymore, we'll have much bigger problems. But like my role as a systems administrator kind of doesn't exist anymore anyway. Like every organization has like one sysadmin, and he like is like a 1,000-year-old gnome who lives under the fucking building with like a beard. So like I'm never gonna have a beard, so I'm never gonna get that job. Sure does. They just mislabel it as DevOps. DevOps now is like site reliability engineer. Aren't they just using AI to write code now, even though it's terrible? Yes. The problem is, I worry about the possibility that AI could actually like work just well enough that you can have one person doing the work of like 10. And they're just going to be sitting there wrangling AI all day. Because they don't need anything new, they just need to reinvent the wheel 1,000 times. An AI might be able to point them in the direction just enough that they can squeeze out some garbage that works. Because if you've ever seen the garbage that the world runs on, holy crap, it's like 90% garbage and 10% FFmpeg. Like working at Red Hat, like NASA, Lockheed, the Department of, I don't know if I can say that on stream. All like so many 911 centers around the fucking country, like you name it. A lot of the time it runs on Red Hat Enterprise Linux. But like these people are clueless. I don't know. I kind of think I think that humans are starting to realize they can't go any further. So the only way to create new value is to create garbage. Because they live in a system, you've built the system, not you, chat, but like humanity, specifically the Western world, has built this system that is built on endless growth. Yeah, you make the problem, you sell the solution. They're making new problems. Minerling has zero interest in improving yourself or anything, and she's in charge of making monthly newsletters, and they look like shit. Oh my god. What if someone is a shower and not a grower in the West? Oh my god. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna use the time to work on some self improvements and catch up on all the things that I put off doing for the last 2, 4, 6 years. Like, I started changing the clutch on my Miata like 2 years ago. I haven't finished yet. Like, I don't have the bandwidth to like deal with shit anymore because like my I didn't have any like fucks left to give at the end of the day after work. So like I'm sure chat you saw it too. I think you saw like my streams just kind of fall apart and it wasn't just rating. It wasn't completely work either to be fair, but yeah, I didn't really feel like doing other stuff if I have to actually go into the office. Rory mechanic shop opening now. That said, new cars seem like a pain in the ass to a mechanic. Do not buy a Tesla, a Rivian. I really like definitely don't buy an Audi. At least don't buy a Tesla or a Rivian or whatever the fuck that like weird fishy looking electric car is. Like Rivians look cool. I'll give you that. But like who the fuck in this economy is going to spend $80,000, $120,000 on a car? Audis have the fuse box under the washer fluid and the ECM. What the fuck? What the fuck? So my neighborhood owns a Cybertruck and the temptation to do crime is there. Don't do it yourself. Get somebody else to do it. I heard the humans, the dumb humans, not you guys, the ones who put a noodle of junk food, like some kind of orange junk food, in charge of their country. I don't know all the details, but I heard that Squiggle decided to classify. How do I put this delicately? Temptations that would be felt negatively towards funny vehicles as maybe temptations is a bad word. The fucking let me back up here. The commander in Cheetos made it terrorism to fucking vandalize Teslas, right? Is it true that because he did that, now insurance companies will not cover them because if they get totaled, it's an act of terrorism? The irony is so strong. Can you imagine anything stupider than that? Probably not. To which part? I still think the weird man that bought over $300 of. Hey yo! Holy crap! The insurance not cover part. Maybe there's a Snopes article for this. Let me see. I can't find anything on it. So maybe it's hearsay. To be fair, the person I heard it from makes a lot of unverified claims, so food for thought. Holy crap, that's a lot of toys though. Or maybe it's not. Some of that stuff's expensive. $300 might not go that far. These days it's like 2 toys. Like hmm. Yeah, that's probably not a place I should go on the street. There's no good electric car infrastructure. Is it a big city? Well, maybe I shouldn't ask that sort of question. I feel like everywhere has electric car infrastructure now. But that's what I was gonna say, like, back when the Prius was new, I was really, like, obviously it sounded good, but, like, can you, like, did they ever get to the point where, like, if it needs a new battery, it doesn't cost more than the car? Because if that's controlled so tightly, like if you have to get it from the dealer, there's no alternatives, there's no competition, it leads to this sort of throwaway vehicle problem. And I feel like that's what Tesla and Rivian have created. They've created this sort of controlled lockdown product that only Tesla and only Rivian can work on. And that's awful. Because the car price might be competitive to another car, but like the long-term ownership cost could be astronomical. And your insurance is just going to say, you know what? Rather than pay out, we're going to drop you. I'm in the South. Prior to this year, they hated Teslas. I believe that. I believe that. It's a very funny predicament. I cannot imagine how stupid, like, the CEO of Tesla must be to have put the company in such a position. I was really hoping their stock would crash, because that would also be very funny. I do see these things all over the place, though. I don't know how the fuck they, like, how do so many people have so much money? Like, I really can't believe it. I think it is people just have a lot of debt, and you have these people who make like way too much money. But given how the tech industry is right now, I don't think that'll continue. Also, people who are rich in a small town. Yeah, there's always somebody rich in a small town, because like you have people who grew up in small towns and like them, but also just want to be like the richest person in town, so they can just have that fuck you money. But like in a bad way. Got a flat tire by driving 5 minutes to work, so I find spare tires absolutely necessary. Oh yeah, like, people are not forgiving these days if you're late. I was on my way to a doctor's appointment, and I got a flat tire, and I call them up, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be a little late because I got a flat. And they're like, well, you need to be here on time. You should have planned for that. And I'm like, do you want me to come, or do you want me to find a new doctor? Because you need to deal with this like an adult. I found a new doctor. Right, who the fuck plans for a flat tire? It was like a small independent doctor's office, so like I get that, like, it's hard for them to be competitive, but like also the doctor is just like was just really lazy and creepy there. So I was like, yeah, you know what? No. Like homeboy just wants to come in and leave at 3 p.m. Like fuck that. Hi, Kia. Yeah, the dude was really, really, really creepy. Um, he would not listen to anything I said. He like there was definitely more touching than needed to happen. I'll leave it at that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Screw this. We should be able to charge doctors a late fee if they make us wait after our appointment time. God. The place I went to after that doctor, obviously I couldn't really, like, beggars couldn't be choosers at that point, because after that point in my life, I had something that I need to go to a specialist for. Or rather, I needed a doctor's office that, like, had experience in this sort of thing. And, they would be like 3 hours behind on a regular basis. So I would leave work and just like be like, yeah, I need to go to the doctor's office, so I'm gonna take a long lunch. And then I'd be like, well, I'm still sitting here, so like I'm gonna be late. I guess I'll just take a half day. Cause like what am I supposed to do? I need my meds. I cannot. I don't know. Also, why is the chat not on the screen all the way? I just realized this. This has gone on way too long. I'm just gonna put it on this scene. Goodbye, Racing Ruri. I blame Windows 11. Windows 11, truly the root of all evil. Trying to cut us off there? Definitely not. I would never cut you off. Almost always schedule appointments as early as possible. Hi, Omar. I hate scheduling appointments early because I cannot get up. I'm always running late in the mornings. Because everything always happens so early. Oh, I just turned it off. I can bring it back if people really want. Oh, wait, I need the bonk on this scene. So, you know what, fuck it. Wait, is this the right scene? What is the difference? What are all these things? My work shift starts at 7:30. I overslept and clocked in at 8:15. Okay, that is pretty late. Got a dash. Have a nice one. Need to get up early tomorrow. Thank you, Numi. Have a good night. I'm honestly going to go with Linux with my next PC build. Dual boot to Windows for some specific applications. So I've done that before. And having spent 10 years at a Linux company, I wish you luck. No, you can definitely do it. It's just like, for me, it's not practical because I run Photoshop. I run a lot of like specific stuff that I need to work, and I need it to work quickly. And if I have to reboot, then that means like going through weird roundabout ways to get from one file to the other. So like if I'm working on something and I need to send it through a program that's not on Windows, then I have to, spend an extra hour on something because I have to get things to the other OS and all this stuff. It's just not practical for me. But like if people don't need that, then like yeah, you can absolutely get better performance because you don't have all the stupid things running with Windows. Like, I don't know if this is true, but I read it on Twitter the other day that hitting the start button in Windows these days causes the CPU to jump up because it has to load a bunch of stupid web search crap. I just need to make a guide to strip down your OS. There we go. Gotta schedule early because it's the only way I can get some sleep before work. Oh, God, that's rough. SteamOS is changing things, yeah, but that's mostly games. And SteamOS has nowhere near the adoption that it needs. Like Sleazy, do you use an Elgato Stream Deck? It's probably one of the most popular tools for a streamer. But you know what doesn't support Linux? The Elgato Stream Deck. You don't? Okay, well that is good for your use case then. But I am thinking about maybe moving an old computer to Linux, because I do miss some of the stuff Linux can do. Obviously, it has its advantages too. And I hate the things. I hate the, like, whenever you have a market that doesn't have competition, then, like, things just go to shit. Like, unmounted drive without having to restart? Wait, what? We talking Linux or Windows? Because both OSs work the same in that regard, in my experience. Like, if your file system is not in use, you can unmount it. That goes for both Linux and Windows. If it is in use, you cannot install software without requiring you to reboot the system for no particular reason. To be fair, I feel like Windows has gotten better about that. The problem with it in Windows is I feel like a lot of stuff needs, like, something that comes on at boot. And so they're just like, well, just restart because we're going to run a script. Oh, you know what it actually is? Now that I think about it. They want to make sure that the files aren't open, so they want you to reboot to make sure that the install script will actually finish up. Because it'll just run at shutdown or startup. And that's because, like, install shield and things like that want to just run things in that way. It's not good practice anymore, I don't think, but yeah. It's unfortunate because it's mainly, like, a problem with multi-user systems. And who the fuck uses multi-user systems anymore? Well, like, okay. Who the fuck shares a computer anymore? That's what I mean by that. If you're, like, young enough that you need to share your computer with your family or your parents or whatever, like, you shouldn't be in the stream. And don't say shit, I'll have to ban you. I love the Windows Store deleting several more gigs than was initially used after I uninstalled something. That's perfect. Are those programs that bad that they don't close themselves properly? Yeah, you have to wonder. After being forced to share my PC with my parents as a kid, I will never share my PC with anyone else. Yeah, no. Sister's outright banned? Rather let them use my work laptop. Holy crap. Yeah, I just won't let people touch my stuff. I won't even let people in the room with my computer. Like, sorry, no, this is my, like, this is my work. Like, sorry, professional gamer here. Do not enter. NVIDIA for a while until AMD started shaping up. I wish AMD would compete with the 5090. And I wish their cards had encoders that were comparable to NVIDIA's H.264 encoders. Because both AMD and NVIDIA have competitive cards at the, like, 70 and 80 tier cards, which, you know, are most interesting to most people. 60 tier, like, okay, that's budget. Yeah, they both do that too. But, like, 90 tier, no. But the drawback is if you stream, AMD's H.264 encoder does not give you the same performance per the same bitrate. It's just crappier. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not good. I very nearly, though, switched to AMD. I think it's like, I don't know, their naming scheme for their video cards is a maze. But like last year, in the middle of the year, maybe this time last year even, I don't know. I was like, screw it, you know what? I can just buy another graphics card and I have income now. Because I suspected my card was failing and I started thinking, okay, it might fail one day. Let me have another card on standby. So I bought it. It sat next to my desk for like a month and I'm like, okay, you know what? I think I'll be okay. Let me return this thing. It was very tempting to open it because it looked very cool. But yeah, the latest gen 9070 XT has much improved H.264. Ooh. Oh, okay. I haven't looked at those that much because the 9070 XT, if I remember correctly, it's comparable to the 5070, and the 5070 is not powerful enough for my needs. I need a 5080. Chat, you have no idea how badly I want a new graphics card and how close I came recently to just buying one and being like, fuck it. Because, like, I got extra money back from taxes this year and stuff like that, but I'm like, I might need that money. And now I'm like, maybe I can make Offkai work. But I'm also like, you know, if I didn't go to Offkai, I could get a new graphics card. But like, I've been putting off going to another con for years. I used to go to cons all the time. And I feel like if I want my sanity back, I need to start doing stuff more. And getting out there. So like, I really want to go to Offkai. I haven't been to a con in like 2 years. I went to FanFest and I went to SakuraCon in 2023. I miss cosplay. I miss all that stuff. Plenty of stories around people with siblings that want to use their computer for something, then loaded it with malware from cheat engines they installed for the game they really want to use the computer for. Yeah. Plenty of voice actors attending cons now since they need the money because of the strike. Interesting. Is the 50 series a downgrade compared to the 40 series? Because I know for some cards, the 40 series is actually, like, harder to get. But then, like, wow, 1,000%. So, like, in general, like, across the board? Or is it very... Oh, they're just bad. Oh. I thought the 5080 had more memory than the missing cores, bad drivers. Holy crap. Yeah, I saw that they put a lot of focus on AI and frame generation. I'm like, what is this garbage? You can't say that, like, these cards can do 8K graphics and they can do this much of a performance boost. I'm sorry, but frame generation is not performance. If you added that to your old cards and did it fairly, they wouldn't have a performance boost. But the problem is, if I have the same card with the same performance, like 4080 or 5080, I'll get the 5080 if it's the same price. Because they're gonna have some stupid feature that they lock to the, you know, every series. It's like, I have a 30 series card, but they don't have AV1 encoding. They don't have some of the fucking H.265 or something encoder. I don't know. So I'm like, I need a new card for better encoding. That is actually really important. But luckily, Twitch is taking so long to improve their encoding that it hasn't been a big deal yet. And to be fair, like, setting this monitor in ultra wide by 4:3 mode means that I don't need a new card right away. And if I need more encoding capability, I might be able to make a 2PC setup work. I still haven't fixed the 2 audio channel issue, but I have some ideas. I have the best new prosumer Canon, but it has stupid JPEG upscaling with AI, and holy shit, I do not need it. What the fuck? Who needs upscaling on a prosumer camera? You have more pixels than you need already. Oh my god. Alright, chat. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna get up because I've been talking for an hour and 50 minutes straight now. And I need my vocal cords to get lubricated. I also need to stretch. Maybe we'll do something. Maybe we'll just keep standing here. We'll just keep standing here in Limsa talking. I don't know. You tell me what you want to do. Think it over. I'll be back in 5. I'm gonna run ads, but you won't miss anything. So, yeah, I don't know. Have a blast. Don't go anywhere. Alright. What scene was I on? Is this it? Is this the scene? No, this is the one the chat cut off. Is this it? Is this it? Let's go with this one. Hey, yo, not getting shocked? Wait, what did I miss? Yeah, Racer Worry. Racer Worry's on the screen for some reason, and I'm not gonna take it away because I didn't get to use Racer Worry enough. I really wanted to do like a Racer Worry model. I don't know. We'll see what happens. What did I miss? What did I miss? Go to OC and get railed by monsters. Oh. Don't tempt me with a good time. But unfortunately, Fizzy's busy right now. Yo, get what lubricated my vocal cords. Thank you, Saris. I haven't talked as much as I've talked today on stream in a long time, I feel like. I think the last time I talked this much was the last time I streamed. My voice feels like it's hoarse, but mostly that's acid reflux. I actually got up for, I don't know how long that was. It was probably at least 5 minutes, but it like noticeably cooled off in here. That was kind of weird. Ugh, Speed Racer. Ugh. Oh, I should go into OC, shouldn't I? Alright, let's move some stuff around. I've just been looking at OBS this whole time. So 14 is probably like at 15 frames per second. You know what? I guess that's why it's not as warm in here as I expected it to be. Because, here, let me bring this up and show you. Because with 14 not active, so OBS has had my main focus. So, yeah, 14 will just be at 15 frames per second. So it's not grinding the midnight oil. But, yeah. God, Canon is up to the R5 Mark II now. I feel like just yesterday it was the R1. Don't grind without oil. An amazing tip, Omar. God, chai lattes are the best. I have missed this so much. It's the cure and the cause all in one. Everything you need and everything you don't. It's literally like a Four Loko for people who like tea and not alcohol or energy drinks. Alright, should I try the occult crescent? Fuck yeah, Tony. I haven't done anything since the patch dropped, other than like the normals. And by patch, I mean last patch, because I guess now we're at 7.25. So I don't know if there's any prerequisite. And this is not crafting, right? This is like the new Bojar Eureka. So it's a DOL. Not a DOL. A degenerate of war, not a degenerate of the land or of the tool. New emote. Wait, make it rain event. Make it rain. Oh, Zaris, I gotta make it rain. So have fun. I'm gonna go make it rain. Let me make this go away. Just 100 MSQ done. Am I done with the MSQ? Do I have to go to Ul'dah, or do I have to go to the saucer? Let's check Ul'dah first. A degen of the tool going to make it rain? You know it. Here's Eris. You can come if you want. Enter the Viper, the way of the samurai. I don't think it's these, right? Hey, that's a cute little... Oh, it's right there. Oh. Of course it wouldn't be blue. Thank you, Zeris. Royal Rumblings. Oh my god. That's pretty good. Fair stranger, did you hear of the sensational Gold Saucer festivities currently underway? All who participate are entitled to a handsome MGP bonus. She's dead. Not to mention discounts on a bevy of prizes. A simply unmissable opportunity. I'm sure you'll agree. What's more, I gather they're hosting special triple stride classes for younglings, blah, blah, blah. Something about a rumor. Oliver Saucer work. Much consternation. That's a word. Judging by your gaze and garb, I'd wager you're an adventurer. Thank you. Look at me blabbering on. Sorry, you and everybody else who plays this game. I shan't rest, or I'd best be off. Okay, bye. Away we go. Ow. Change the colors to orange and you work at Home Depot. You know, that's not a bad idea. That's kind of a funny thought. You know, I need to do the fashion report too. Tonight is fashion report night. Saying Home Depot is ruined for you? Do you work at Home Depot, Kobo? I'm sorry. Well, I never. If it isn't Mistress Kuroneko, it's a pleasure to see you again. Which of... What the fuck is that noise? Is that an SCP on a lawnmower? Which of our myriad games and entertainments will be you dabbled in today? I don't know what I just said, but it was word vomit. I don't know what that noise was. Somebody's trying to escape containment. You came all this way to discuss the rumor with me? I'm touched. You taking interest in what must seem a trifling matter. If you're willing, though, I'd be ever so grateful for your assistance. Forgive the intrusion. It's like default Shota that's about to get into some shit. Wait, it's King Elmer. What are you a king of? Is this quest worth... Is it worth reading? Or should we keep talking about Home Depot? I want that twink obliterated. Absolutely not. Thank you. I'm gonna skim it, but I'm not gonna read it because my vocal cords. My reign over the card square Oh my god. Yeah. Same. My prowess is called into question. Inconceivable. My 16-year-old hormones are out of control. I feel bad for the staff that have to cater to like this content creator-esque Shota boy here. Like, look at this tool. My dude, you play a video game, card game. Card game and a video game. To be fair, I don't have the realm to say anything here, but like, yeah. I'm not even skimming it anymore, but God help me. He's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Minor character. Yeah, my dude, you're not even gonna last the whole episode. You're like half an episode in mono. And yeah, we go into the Aetheryte Plaza. That's the place where all the cool kids hang out. So chat, have any of you been watching any good anime this season? And don't say Arcane. Wait, I have to gather information? What is this? An MSQ quest? You've been watching me? You've been watching Apothecary Diaries? Wait. I went to a hairstylist recently because I needed a haircut. And they were playing Apothecary Diaries on the TV in the salon. I need to catch up on Mono. I have been watching Mono myself. I do like it, but it's also kind of boring. I feel bad for you, Camp, but like, you need something. You need something in there. You can't just make tourism anime. I hope it picks up. I hope it starts to cook, because like that shit is still raw. I want to watch the Doctor one. There's a couple Doctor ones, I guess, now, but like I don't know which one, but I want to watch one of them. Ever since Frieren or every? I hear Eurocamp. I think season 3 is coming or here. I haven't, or was. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I need to watch it, but yeah, calling it Anime House. Yeah, I guess that was last season now, wasn't it? But I do need to watch it. It does look funny. Konnichiwa. Oliver. Oh, I guess he's Ollier. You'd like the MC? Oh, I bet I would. A second king. Yes, there seems to be a micro king among us. Among us. My voice is absolutely toast. One of these days, I'll figure out how to play the slices, right? Busy tried to teach me, bless her heart. I wish I wasn't so bad at games. I feel like you can't have Zoomer friends unless you're good at games. Curse my younger self for doing nothing but playing visual novels. I couldn't afford Grand Theft Auto. Apparently Yuri Camp Season 3 and the movie are out. I think I did watch the movie. Unless there's more than one now. Have you watched Sakamoto Days? I've seen stuff about Sakamoto Days, but I'm kind of like, is this just a comedy? Because, like, the premise alone is not interesting to me. But most things that are good don't necessarily have a good premise. They're just good. They're just like, the story is a conduit for entertainment, which is fine. GTA 5 is like 12 years old. It was like Alpha Generation's Minecraft. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, 12 years? I don't remember if the last one I played was GTA 5 or 4. For a king of cards, you seem awfully devoid of talent. I feel bad because I'm not reading, but, well, whatever. You guys don't come here for the quests anymore, do you? Oh my god. The little king was a fool. He's pulled the wool over our eyes. GTA 4 was 2008. It's been 20 years. Oh no. Ayo. Free triple triad card? Ah yes, let me turn in this valuable card here. Let me return it to the casino. Because they're definitely gonna be ethical. Who needs to be caught up on anime? On anime? Ever watch Serial Experiments Lane? I mean, to be honest, the last time I mixed Cheerios and frosted wheat, I did not have a good time. But I have watched S.E. Lane. It was kind of a trip. It's been a long time. I almost don't remember what it's about. Like, it's one of those animes where you really had to pay attention. Is that the one that's like present day, present time? I can't remember. All I know is there seems to be a lot of drugs going on. Aw, a cute cat girl. So much early Apple? Yeah. Ever watch Paprika and Mind-Altering Substances? I have not. Lane, I can't tell if it's like popular because it has computers in it, or if it's popular because it's got this like new age, like techno modern, I want to be a robot and live in the grid story. I would love to see a remake of it, to be fair. Could use this card as bait. Let's do it. Let's bait him. Surely a king would have good sources of intel. Deliver the card. The card has been delivered. Watch Elfin Lead on shrooms. What's the worst that could happen? So I don't like recreational drugs or pretty much anything that I don't. Yeah, like, I don't judge. You do what you want to do. But, It doesn't have the same desired effect on me as it would on humans, unfortunately. But I did watch Elfen Lied on caffeine. And let me tell you, getting wired up on a bunch of energy drinks, I mean, Lucy's arms really do numbers already, but when you can count them all, it's a totally different experience. Also, Nana's Everyday Life. Pretty good. Except I feel like the author's kind of a piece of shit now, but like, that, you know, that's just webcomic culture. Yeah, somebody made a webcomic about Elfen Lied. It's kind of funny. Cherries. Oh my god. Wait, is that fucking Northern Lion? Jesus fuck. Oh my god. That's pretty good. Shota, you are about to have your ass handed to you. I love Triple Triad, but I suck. Well, you and me both. Oh my gosh. King Elmer sucks too. The real one probably does suck. The problem with these storylines, aside from the fact that they're like really monotonous, is that they don't have any real weight to them. At the end of the day, like, everybody wants the good moral story of like, if you work hard, you'll succeed. But really, that's just the capitalist agenda. Finding out King Elmer is a persona in Broke Keyfabe is the most shocking thing since finding out the Cactuar is a Lalafell in a mascot outfit. Wait, the Cactuar is a Lalafell in a mascot outfit? I never knew that. I never thought about that. I thought it was a robot. Ow. Jesus. Hi, Soul. How's it going? My mind, my whole world is shattered. It's like learning. Next, you're gonna tell me that the fucking mascots at Disney World are actually people in suits. Just chilling. How you been? Refried. But black bean's also good. Is Chai a bean? I thought those people were varsity clones. Wait, one of them isn't? Chai is not a bean? Or refried beans? Or black beans? Or red beans? God, I want some taiyaki. I want some taiyaki, and I want some red... Some royal milk tea. Pinto beans fuck? Pinto beans are pretty good. Ow, too. Hi. Why does it always get stuck on my face? Why is it always aiming for the face? I'm gonna mess with that. Because you bite them? So you can eat it? if I can change the aiming point to my mouth, I can eat it. Pinto beans and pork belly, and you have a week of food. You're right. Aster, cherries, do you get like the, with like Bush's baked beans and like, with like the fucking bacon and shit in it? Like, get some Heavy Weapons guy om nom nom sound effect? I was actually talking to Fizzy about that last night. And I'm like, well, I could just say, just eat it myself and have a different sound effect made from my own mouth every time. I just get the dry beans and crockpot them for a day. You know what? That's probably a lot cheaper. Overreact is mine. ASMR taiyaki eating. The problem with taiyaki eating though is like if you're not gonna eat it fresh, it's not as good. Wow, that really is an overreaction. Chinese black bean sauce slaps. Oh, I believe it. There are some good bean sauces out there. Some real good ass food. I had to move. Like, I was really upset. Like, at least I got to live in Portland for a year like I wanted to. But, having to move kind of sucks. But living in Portland is also, like, way too expensive. And I can see why. Like, the public transit is great. There's Muji, there's Kinokuniya, there's really good Japanese groceries and Japanese food places. Bakeries, oh my god. Great bakeries. I could finally get some curry pan again. I was really happy. But I was like, I mean, 2 gig symmetrical fiber internet with good peering, not like Comcast. It was too good to be true. I wanted to find a cheaper place to live, but I picked like, you know, your stereotypical house sort of thing in a nicer area because like I knew I wanted good fiber internet and I wanted to get a place where I knew the internet would be good. But well, that did not work out as well as I hoped. Come to Canada, we have fiber. I believe Toronto even gets 8 gigabits per second. Okay. I will come live in Canada. If anyone wants to help me get Canadian citizenship, let me know. I don't think anyone can actually help me, but like if anyone actually knows like what the paths to Canadian citizenship are for someone like me, like my biggest problem with this is I don't have a college degree. But I have the technical skills to make up for it. So like I feel like I could get in, but like I think I need a company to sponsor me and that might get complicated. I'm sure demand is high for that kind of thing too. And then like what happens if they just fucking throw you away? I don't know. For a lot of it, 5 years experience. Marriage, express entry, or sponsorship. Yeah, okay. Everyone I know who's moved overseas has done it through marriage, but like, obviously that won't work for me. I like where I live. It's pretty cheap. Not a lot around, but fairly peaceful. I would be willing to compromise. Art could marry all of us, get us in. Oh my god. Refugee works too, but that wouldn't apply to American citizens. I feel like there was actually a bill presented in like Norway that was like they introduced a bill to Parliament in Norway that was like allow Americans who are transgender to apply for refugee status. I don't know the status of that. but it sounds very cool. Just immediately divorced us, giving us half your wealth. Wow. I mean, that would save me a lot on taxes, right? Australia's working on that too? Yeah, but I don't want to live in Australia. They're far away from everything, and their government isn't much better. I know someone who wants to move to Australia, and, well, I hope they do their research. Because, like, I would hate to move somewhere and then, like, America gets over its shit, and then, like, the next thing that happened, like, the next country that goes to shit is, like, Australia. Like, I could totally see that happening. They do have some cool cars, but they also have some really shitty cars. Because, like, their car rules are, like, really shitty in some ways. New Zealand might work better, yeah, but it's expensive to be a Kiwi. Australian women get me going. Yeah. Yeah. Probably have more friends in Australia than I do in the US. Australia is pretty cool, to be fair. Love a bogan. Oh my god. What does that mean? I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble now that I've said it. Split my debt's like the remaining student loan. Oh my god. I don't know if the laws account for polyamory. I feel like they're pretty aggressive about making sure that you're actually marrying and not just doing a scam. You could get arrested, and that would be not fun. But I know you're joking. But like, I don't know. Bogan is Australian and New Zealand slang for a person whose speech, clothing, and attitude and behavior are considered unrefined or unsophisticated. Depending on the context, the term can be pejorative or self-deprecating. The prevalence of the term bogan has also been associated with changing social attitudes towards social class in Australia. Since the 1980s, the bogan has become a very well-recognized subculture, often as an example of bad taste. Oh, I'm experienced in being a bogan. Have you seen my car? A country person. Oh, so a redneck. Okay, no, I don't want to be self-deprecating in that way. Express entry has no educational requirement, but it helps. Okay, you know what? Fuck yeah. I'm gonna flee to Canada. Let's go. I want to, there's an event. Like, I don't know how many of you are familiar with, like, Annie Clover, a group that does, like, anime music events, like, at clubs on the West Coast. They're generally based around San Jose. And, they're doing the dance thing, music thing at the, like, the DJ event at Offkai. And there's another group that is putting something like that together in Vancouver, British Columbia. And I would love to, like, drive up there. But I don't want to deal with all the hassle of crossing a country border right now. Which is very ironic considering I'm like, well, now I have all the free time to go adventuring, and like, well, now the world is not friendly anymore. So they're gonna be like, oh, are you an alien? And then I'll get sent to another detention camp, but one without internet. Like, yeah, I live in a concrete room, but this concrete room has Taco Bell and chai and weird SCPs that ride lawnmowers. I don't think theirs is quite as good. And I don't know that I speak. Maybe you shouldn't be cosplaying as your VTuber model? This is not a cosplay. Oh, you can't see me sticking my tongue out. Big fan of Taco Bell. True. I can't afford a lawyer. Now that I've said that, though, I'm sure that'll help my odds. Luckily for me, I have like 3 phones, so they'll never know it's me. Never mind me just checking Twitter while I'm streaming. God, I don't want to work on my budget. Sticky rice wasn't sticky before Kumiko got it. Wait, what the fuck? We do appreciate rice in this chat. Not just the Honda. Do I own a Honda now? I guess I do, technically. So is that considered rice? I haven't ridden that thing in a while, though. I just tried to check my watch and I'm not wearing it. Like, the weather's actually kind of getting warm now. Food for thought. I think a trail cub is as far as you can get from rice. I don't know. I'm aware of how it sounds. And it's got a pretty small engine. And you just sit there revving it. Just like, you put your foot down all the way. And it doesn't go any faster. I think that's 3 of the 3 definitions for rice. Was that a pop? That was. I don't actually know what caused it. I'm kind of concerned that you could hear it. It happens occasionally. I think I need, like, shielding. Because I think there's a lot of EMI and RF around here or something like that. That's probably why I get headaches, like, every day. Like, this past week, I've had a headache every day. And I've had to take ibuprofen at least once a day. I do not have a bowl of Rice Krispies, but I do have Pop Rocks. Congrats on your prog being over, Sarah. Based on that emote, I'm gonna assume it didn't go well, but I hope it did. You know what? It's actually cold. Hold on a second. Let me close my vents and things. Progress but small. Hey, we'll take it. One step at a time. Ow. I need some tinfoil hats, chat. Depends on where you live, but could also have a lot of soil in the air. What is that? Oh, allergies. Yes. No, that could be a thing. I don't know where I live. It's a facility and it's cold. That's all I know. Concrete and cold. Bringing back the Midwest dust box. Speaking of which, wait, why is it cold? Okay, I figure out why it's cold. I have a giant magnet that I put over the thing that makes it cold. I don't want to deal with dust storms. I did see that Chicago get hit with a massive dust storm. And tornado season has erupted. I definitely saw that on social media. There were some wild tornadoes. But the dust storm hitting Chicago, that was crazy. At least the end of the world will be exciting. Like, we watched the day after tomorrow, like 10 years ago, and we're like, oh, this is stupid. We have all this weird shit happening. I love big storms too. That said, I do not like tornadoes. But I haven't experienced a thunderstorm in like yeah, lightning is fab. I don't want to get struck by it, but it's very cool to watch. I used to go to the top of parking decks and try to photograph lightning. Not exactly the smartest thing I've ever done, but like, yeah. But I mean, if you know your area really well and you have a good awareness of fronts and things, and like you're not on the, you don't have to go to the top level, then I think you'll be fine. Really want to see sprites in person, but I can't travel around and watch the tops of clouds. What you need is a plane. I'm joking. Don't get yourself killed. The time LA turned orange like in Blade Runner and the vids of the sign during the California wildfires means that movies are real. It's true. Movies are real. Tom Cruise does all his own stunts. But yeah, I haven't seen a thunderstorm in, well, okay, I've probably seen one here and there, like very seldomly. I think I saw like one in Portland the year I lived there. And yeah, that's about it. The Pacific Northwest apparently doesn't have weather. It's kind of boring. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know what this is like. How is the food in Portland? Amazing. Holy shit. I want to go back just to eat. Like, heard Oregon is all rain. Honestly, it doesn't rain enough. Like everybody's like, oh, it's so dreary in Portland. It's so boring and dreary and rainy and depressing in the winter, and then the summer it doesn't do anything. And I'm like, it's wonderful. It doesn't oh my god. It doesn't really like I don't know. Like in the winter in Portland, it definitely rains more. And it can be dreary for days on end. But like it doesn't rain a ton. It's not a big deal. You just deal with the rain. Like it sucks when it's raining and it's cold. But wait a second. I know that chipmunk. But yeah, like I think it's just people, it's the thing people say to keep more people from moving to Portland so the house prices will stop going up. Because like it's the nicest place I've ever lived. The weather is like between 50 and 70 degrees year round, except for like a little bit here and there. Yeah, I am West Coast, or was, but like now I don't know. But once I formulate my escape plan, then I'll be mobile. Ooh, mobile. I'll live in space. Or Florida. Or Washington. Or Canada. I don't know. But just notice because my lost meme works for you, Oh no. Oh no. But yeah. I spent a lot of time in North Carolina. And, hey yo, is that a Queen's? Nice. Oh my god, it's the hair. You've got the hentai protagonist hair. Oh my god. Thank you, Queens. Queens of Wood. Queens, do you really want me to put this hair on? I don't know if Queens knows I'm streaming right now. But, you can do what you wish. It's not like worth a bunch, right? Because I don't want to waste it. Because I'm probably not really going to use it, but like I'll go see what it looks like on my character. It's under 100k? Oh, okay. I had like 5 already. Alright. Making sense. Alright, where'd the hair go? We're gonna check this out. I'll give it a second. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like, I spent a lot of time in North Carolina, and North Carolina has thunderstorms all the time. But, unfortunately, humidity is, like, through the moon. But I can't really decide which coast is better, because, like, you have food diversity on the West Coast, but, on the East Coast, you have good food for cheap. If they made a long-haired version, I could see the appeal, but the one with the bob cut cat is really funny. Hey, yo, is that a Cherries? Cherries, I have not seen your character in-game in like 400 years. Nice, sure, I can see the appeal. And that's that nice new fit, too. It's been decades, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, without Kai streaming, like, I can't, like, check everybody out, see what everybody's new fits are, and, like, hang out in game, like... I don't know. Also, I missed the comment in Say Chat. Also, West Coast is great food. It really is. When I first moved to the West Coast, though, I lived in Eugene, so, like, there wasn't a lot to choose from. Which is why I kind of say what I did. But yeah, like, North Carolina... You just have American food for the most part, and like average takes on everything else. I guess it's gotten bigger as people have gotten more cultured and have that like demand for other food, but yeah. I don't know. I still don't think In-N-Out though is that good. I do miss Grey Ara Cherry too. Falafel Cherry, Ara Cherry, Hura Cherry. They're all good though. Yeah, Dawn Trail does be different. That is complicated. I feel like a lot of people have checked out when it comes to that sort of thing on after Dawn Trail. But fair. Hentai Protag here on the 9S outfit. Oh no. Oh no, I need to see this. That would be very funny, but yeah. Also, I just saw your comment on the YouTube chat, Arc. I don't know when it was, because I don't have timestamps for the YouTube chat. But I guess it's been a while, because it was about the AV1 and HVAC encoding. And YouTube is actually in the process of adding AV1 encoding for streamers. It's like trickling out. They're adding it slowly as they like update all their nodes or capacity for it. I don't know. Looking at how it uses their resources, but I'm like, if I could encode AV1 on the side, that would make my VODs and YouTube VOD storage like so much more appealing. So maybe when I switch, like when I build my new computer here, I will use this computer as like an encoder. But I'm also just tempted to use my laptop. We'll see. I don't know if it'll be great for that, but because the reason I don't really use my laptop in a large capacity for streaming at home, even though it's got really good performance, is the fan noise is awful. But I could potentially figure out something, but I don't really want to, because that requires spending more money. And you guys know my feelings on 2PC setups. When I lost my job, I was actually tempted to sell all the stuff I accumulated to build a new computer, because I was like, it's kind of hard to justify, you know? But I think I'm just going to hold on to it. Especially that, like, I'm getting a trickle of consulting work, so I think I'll be okay. Alright, I'm gonna go and try on that hair so we can see what it looks like. Why does it feel like Queens is about to start a harem in your stream? For free? Oh my god, it's almost 9 o'clock. We haven't done anything yet. You know what? That's fair. I might stream again this week. If I do, it'll be Friday night or Thursday. Or no. Wait, what day is it? Classic Rory. Listen, would you rather I did stuff or would you rather I hang out and talk to chat? I don't really know how the whatever. Didn't say it was a bad thing? You're right. You didn't. I am always curious, though. I have had people tell me before, they're like, oh, I don't mind the talking, but, like, it's boring if there's nothing happening on the screen. And to be fair, that's why I think a lot of streamers just play variety games. But, like, I don't want to play a variety game. Okay, it's Thursday. Good. Subway Surfer comment. What? But, I will. There's other games I want to play. I don't know. Like, I want to play more Control. I've been, like, tempted to play more Control. But I don't know. It's fun to... I like looking at my 14 character, okay? Look, that's why I have so many JPEGs on my screen. You got... It's like a gacha. You got Rory 1, you got Rory 2, you got Rory 3. Let's just see how many Rories we can get on the screen. Let me fucking put some scabs on there. Get the scabs going. Then we'll get the VGens. And then we'll just get the Twitter commissions. And the blue skies. We're gonna have so many Rories on screen. I won't even know what to do with them all. Where's my commission folder? That's definitely not a commission folder. Why do I have a folder called E? Oh no. The WRX Rory. WRX Rory is good. I don't know where that's saved though. You need a 1.0 GeoCities GIF of Dancing Rory. E for Etchy. What is it? Oh, it's just my E drive backup. Scabs. Scabs. Subaru dash cam move out. Interesting. Wait. When I shipped my car across the country, I turned on the dash cam and I had it run. So I have video of the fucking car on top of the fucking truck, and they put it at the top of this semi car carrier on the very front. No Stream Deck button for scabs. Listen, I have been like, I have been wanting to use my scabs more, but I'm also like, it did have the least potential for damage. Good point. Um, I don't know. It was really hard to use stuff before to like work on stream stuff because like my time was so incredibly jacked up before. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good with time management. God, I would love to have some art by Strange Stone. Who is... You know what? That's fair. How do I rotate an image in OBS? Why is this sideways? Your black hole one would do well. Yeah. I am perceiving. Can I put this one on... Wait, where'd the folder go? Can I show this one on Twitch? Why is this not in a folder? It's just in like... It's just here. It's just on the Y drive. This is not a scab, technically. This is just... An artist did this as a bonus for me because I tipped them or something, or I asked for like a change, but I offered them way too much money, and they're like, I have to do something else for you. And I'm like, okay. This is one of my favorite pictures. Oh. I've used this for like intro stuff and whatnot. We could just talk about scabs for like for the rest of stream, right? I'm pretty sure this is in the Ruri Art channel, but it's by Nekomoku Ineka or something like that. I need to actually credit people when I show art though, so let me find it. Why do they not come up when I put in their name? Have they changed their Twitter name? God, Simanoko B, their stuff is so good. I have one scab from them. I would like to get more, but it's also really expensive. And they're also in really high demand. So the artist of this one is this person on Twitter, but be aware they do a lot of not safe for work stuff. Yeah, so let me pull up their request really quick. Oh yeah, I was gonna check out the hair. So while I'm doing that, hairstyle. Wait. It's not this one, is it? No. No, it's gotta cover the eyes. It's not hentai protagonist if it doesn't cover the eyes. God, some of these hairstyles are really cute. Okay, not that one. Not that one. Ooh, lightning hair is pretty good. Wait, where'd it go? Wait, was it really this one? Is it different on women? Wait, it's not this one. Is it? No way. Ooh. The 2B hair is really good. It's long on the front, short in the back. Maybe it is this. No way. Let me check my chat. Alright, let's see. Let me pull up. Sima no Kobi. Oh my god, they've done some good stuff since I looked at their scab last, but I scabbed them like a little while after Inwalker. I kind of wish I requested something different from them because I got something pretty, but it wasn't really super usable. Oh my god, they do so much. Alright, I'll just go back further in my list because I know roughly, I think now where it is. I have way too many scabs though. I'm pretty sure I hit 100 at some point. I can only... Well, I guess I know how much money I've spent on scab, but... it's better not to think about it, you know? Wait, they do R18. I did not know this. Why can't I just search my requests? Kind of like thinking about MMO sub prices over your lifetime. Oh boy. Oh, it's translating the page. That's why I can't find it. Okay, there it is. Alright, let's see if I can just drop this into OBS. Oh god, that's the wrong picture. No. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the format of the file. Oh, I can just download the converted file. That works too. So high res. All right, there's that piece. if I remember correctly, at the time, granted, this was the year 2022. This art is 3 years old. At that time, I think they were charging 30,000. 30,000 JPY. But I'm not 100% sure on that. It might have been 40K. Because usually I will offer like a little bit more based on how expensive they are. In this case, I really wanted their art, and I really wanted them to pay attention to the character detail and the request, and I feel like I am like really overly detailed, so I don't want them to feel like I'm asking for too much of their time and stuff like that. So I know I offered them more, but I don't know how much more. All I know is how much I actually offered them. Which was, now that the ads have started rolling, I can say the number. 53,900 yen. And then I boosted 10,390 yen on top of that. So this art costs me like $450 or so. It's really good. It's really pretty. Like, if I blew it up and framed it, it'd be really nice. But, yeah. It was a difficult request. Like, I wanted her crying, basically. And they delivered. Like, I wanted, like, rather than like a chuny and whatever artwork, I wanted something that's like really heartfelt. So I feel like this conveys that, because I wanted something that was like really in the world of 14. So like this was right after Endwalker. Like, this art was literally like 2 months. It was delivered 2 months after the end of Endwalker. Or after I played it in December. So, yeah. This and your hideout art would work well as printed art. Funny you say that, Zeris, because Hide hideout, or however you pronounce it, I got their art printed. But Skeb's printing service is expensive and you have to use a proxy, which adds to the cost even more. So I will probably self-print from now on. But, this is the art Zeris is talking about. I wanted to be the first one on the moon. So after Endwalker was announced, I asked them for this and they posted on their Twitter. They're like, first warrior of light on the moon, look at that. Or, I forget what their caption was, but like they played into it. So I was appreciative. I do like this art a lot. It really like vibes super well with me. And it's, it's got that perfect fucking chuny aesthetic to it. You got the earth and the moon and the juxtaposition of the worlds and the character and the blah, yeah, all the things. Yeah, the Mars 6 one was really good, but the skin tone thing was a little annoying. It's kind of unfortunate. I don't really know what people are thinking. I wish they'd be upfront with it, but like when they post the character or they don't draw the character in the right color, then I'm like, you should have just rejected the Skeb. Like, if you don't want to draw my character as she is, like, I'm sorry, but like that, I should have some recourse. For that, if you have a blue aura, I would recommend Vijin. That said, that was a problem a lot when I first started using Scub, but I didn't encounter that problem as much later on using Scub. So your mileage might vary. There are so many artists that I found using through Scub though. Like, I want to support them more and stuff, but like, obviously, I don't have infinite money, and even if I had the income that I did, I didn't want to keep that up because I want to do a lot of stuff for stream. It's just at the time like I got the job at Meta, and then I fucking like I had like all like a year's worth of stress built up, and I'm just like, what if I just fired the Skeb cannon and did like a million Skebs at once? Until then, it had been such a waiting game. I had been like, let me just do one Skeb at a time. But I was just like, fuck this. I'm just gonna fucking just fire the Skeb cannon. Gotta say, it was very satisfying, but also very expensive. I still want Navi Gavi art. Navi Gavi's really good. They're the one that draws everybody eating food, right? They have a really nice style. Kind of squishy. It's very, very cute. They're expensive though. I think they're like 50k. Um I've wanted to get their stuff too, but like obviously I've wanted an art piece from them, but like I do like to get like there are a couple artists that I really like, and ooh, you followed them since before Twitter, nice. But I like to go back to artists that I like a lot too. And they don't really do like Monster Girls and stuff. So like I'm a little hesitant for that much money. Or I don't remember, maybe they do. But yeah. Form and function. I love how the check mark, I'm pretty sure, oh, it's off your screen, you can't see it. I thought the check mark wasn't there and then it showed up. I feel like I'd want more character design before getting something from an artist like that. Yeah, that's a good point. Mm. All right, let me find this. Oh, it's this hair. Wait, was this the hair that Cherry had? I thought I thought Queens was trading me the hentai protagonist hair, but I think they gave me form and function, which is this one. Wait, you gave me the wrong one? You didn't intend to give this to me? Oh my god. Did I cost you a bunch of gil? I hope I didn't cost you a bunch of gil. Is this the other new one? I feel like this one's kind of new. That or, oh, I mean, I obviously didn't have it. This is a really cute hairstyle though, so like, I'm happy with that. I might have to make an alt because I like this hairstyle. Huh, this is really cute. It's old also? Oh, okay. And you need it. Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad it's not going to waste. I would hate to have to like if somebody gave me hair that was like a million gil or something, I'd be like, oh, now I have to actually use it. I feel bad. uh hmm. It's dangerous. Come outside real quick. It's dangerous for me to go to the end because then I start thinking like, oh, what if I did this? And then like my whole like character aesthetic falls apart. All right, leaving the end room. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, early to rise and fulsome forelocks. Oh, I have early to rise already. Fulsome forelocks. Oh my god, is the hentai protagonist hair? Thank you, Saris. Can someone get me that hair from Chaotic? I'm not paying 40 mil. It's cheap? Okay, good. God, 40 million gil. Can we have bots? Like, can they give us bots to play the hard stuff with that, like, require, like, way too much time and organization? That's not the thing I need to do. They're like 10k, but I had a copy of it. Okay. Legit surprised they never released Yotsuyu's kimono for the Square Enix store. Yeah, that would be pretty. Alright, this one is Fulsome Forlocks, right? That sounds like hentai pro tag hair if I've ever heard it. Wait, did I actually use the item? Hold on a second. It'll cover your eyes completely. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I don't think I actually used the item though. Oh, smart. I don't have to leave to do that. There we go. New hairstyles are available from the Esthetician. Esthetician? Whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever changed my hairstyle. Jesus Christ, this reminds me of my youth. You know why hentai pro tag hair is what it is? It's because they never get a haircut. They just keep the hair... They, because their mom takes them to get a haircut and then they never get their haircut again. It does show off the neck scales really well. But god, the back. It just reminds me of that, like growing up. This kind of hair needs the Magitech earphones, honestly. Honestly, yes. You know what? I'll put it on for a minute because it's way too funny. We got to see this in game. Where's my old hair? Whatever, I'll figure it out later. It's so they can't see the NTR approaching. You're right. You are right. God, this is so funny. I don't have the fit with the headphones. Oh my god, the hat! Oh, that's so weird with the hat. Holy shit. In the back, it's not flattering. It looks so funny because the hat's so big. But in the front, oh my god. Alright. What's the name of the, It does kind of work from the front and this side. It does look a little funny from the back, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. What's the name of the 9S outfit? Do you like how I have everything scaled so I can see it? You mean 2B? Omar was talking about the 9S outfit. So he can become the Shota. I have 2B in here. I don't think I have anything else. This is funny. I'm just gonna Google it, see if I can find it. 9S outfit. Ow. Oh yeah, Type 53 sounds about right. I don't have any items that can. I don't have any jobs that can actually use this. Cause look. I have it for monk and samurai. Wait, you have to be male to wear it? No way. It's not gender locked. Oh, it doesn't look the same on female. It does look very funny though. Are you getting 9S vibes yet? This is the closest we're gonna get to it for the moment. That's definitely a look. Scouting is the closest. Alright, I don't have scouting. I like that you can just see the eye with the limbo ring, though. It's pretty good. 53 and 51 both have shorts. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to get some more of these items and actually organize my inventory a bit. Jesus. I have mixed feelings about this. Oh my god. With the sunglasses. Look at that. Yo, Tomboy Maid. Ooh, thank you, Zaris. Jesus. God, that one really has the cleavage, doesn't it? Don't judge me, chat. It's alright, Fizzy's not looking. Oh my god, my old outfit with this is some kind of look. That and the double glasses, of course. Oh, I still have glasses on right now, don't I? I still don't know how, like, to find all the glasses that I want with the new system. Ah! Thank you for the hydrate, Sarah. I can't miss it now. I so bad you need 2 glasses. Chat, how do you feel about K-Bonk versus TITS? Let me know what you thought, what your thoughts are, what you think about it. Do you like the new throws, or do you like the old throws? No real preference. So, or is that what you've been using? So I mentioned today at the beginning of stream a little bit, but it was like really early, so you may have missed it. I switched from using Twitch integrated throws to Karasu Bonk. And Twitch integrated throwing system is a Unity based application. It requires window capture and OBS, and it uses 3D, and it's GPU heavy. K-Bonk doesn't use the GPU at all, doesn't require window capture because it's just an HTML page in OBS, but it uses more CPU. Or rather, it does use CPU. I don't know if it uses more than TITS or less, but I feel like on the whole it's less resource intensive and I have more CPU to spare. Not a lot, but like I'm hoping to resolve at least the CPU contention soon with a new PC build. But yeah, you could use images in TITS too, but the biggest thing with TITS is it's buggy and heavy, I feel like. One thing I haven't figured out how to do with K-Bonk yet, though, is like you guys used to like drop a bunch of books on me to try to push my character off stream. As a result, I dropped the price of the library since you can't really do that anymore. As you can see. But, and basically this works a little bit different. But a lot of stuff I can still do. And it does add a couple things that you can customize that the other one couldn't. So, like, say I flip my character, you can control gravity on a model basis if you want with K-Bonk. So, like, now if I use the library again, it goes, upside down. Jesus. Notice that's not the only thing that's changed. Yeah, like I had to basically just try to replicate my old setup. So I did a bunch of stuff differently. So everything's a little different. Sound effects are different, of course. Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you for mentioning that, Sarah. I got added to the official Twitch VTuber Creator Club. I've actually been in the club for a little while, but I recently got approved. My application to join the team approved. I'm still a member of Team Eternal Wind. And I'm gonna put my main team back as Eternal Wind after a little bit, but I at least want to rock this for a little bit, just to thank them for letting me be a part of the team. I'm just gonna, basically, when it comes to team things, I'm gonna try to split 50-50 between Eternal Wind and Twitch Creator Club. Because I've been part of Eternal Wind for a while now, and I still want to participate. But, like, I also want to explore other things, too. Don't want to be completely stagnant. Not that it is, though. To be fair, like, Eternal Wind is doing a lot of new stuff, but it's fun to explore. So, like, I am excited that I got added. To be fair, the Twitch team is, like, a lot bigger, too. There's, like, 2,000 VTubers in the Twitch club. So it's kind of a different sort of thing. So I don't really know how it'll vary compared to a small team, but obviously both have their own process for adding people. Thank you. But yeah, K-Bonk, I think overall, I prefer it a little bit. I think it's just better built. I might see if I can, like, see if it's open source, or see if I can, like, put in an RFE for, like, one or two things I might want in it. But, like, I do miss the 3D aspects in some regards. Like, things don't stick the same way to me when I have that configured here. Like, if I throw a book. Wait. Hello? Well, now that I'm talking about it. Wait! Oh, it's the Zoom hacks page. Doesn't have the scene. I'll fix that as soon as I remember where I put the scene. I think Zoom hacks might be broken and staying on longer than it needs to anyway. Oh, I just used the wrong key combination. This keyboard is not without its flaws. I don't think it zoomed even, did it? I'm not sure. Well, now it's definitely broken. Alright, well, feel free to refund yourself, Hark. In any case, here. Ow! Okay, better late than never. Ow. Just realized Ark has a sword. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean Ark has a sword? Ark has always been a mod. Oh, you are gonna refund Ark. I appreciate the thought. But yeah, you can see the book sticks. But it doesn't stick in exactly the same way that it lands. Which is a little annoying, to be honest. It's like if I throw Taiyaki, they just pile up right there. They still move a little bit. No, not sticky books. But I don't understand why... If we hit you with enough things, do you get flung into the back rooms? That sounds like a good Easter egg if I could code it. If I can, like, mess with this a little bit. Like, there's not built-in ways to do that, but, like, I have some ideas on things I might be able to do. Obviously, doing a bunch outside of what it can do, though, just adds a lot of complication. But... I mean, I think streamers are suckers for complication. Your neck just broke like 10 times, yeah. It do be like that sometimes. Thanks for that. The shit does fly. Yeah, I don't have a skeleton. That's one major difference between my species and humans. No skeleton, no pesky bones to get in the way. But we have cores. So I'm still like not impervious. Please do not break me like a twig. I will snap and be dead. But yeah, the rest of my redeems I still need to fix. And I want to have some, I want to think of some new stuff I could do, but also like I've been trying to learn more. I've been trying to learn how I can do more in After Effects because I want to finish the Varsity Redeem. I thought Cherries was the slime. I'm not exactly a slime, but like I'm my own species that I've created, and like they have their own biology that's not a slime nor like earth life. But yeah, I have my own. I want to make the Varsity button, but it's got to be good. And like there's other things I want to do. To be fair though, like I don't need to. Varsity gets enough attention as is, so be fine. Is the Varsity button just spontaneous persona? Will it delete Varsity and decant a new clone? Yeah, I'm gonna call up the writers to Foundation and they're gonna help me with the Varsity button. Maybe just a corgi runs across the screen. Closes one in and out. Maybe Varsity is just the Varsity jacket, and the corgi is like a host body. Oh my god. Alright, I'm changing my hairstyle back. Has everyone got their fill of emo hair? I'll change it back later. Did you try the Magitech earphones? I don't have them. Isn't that a Mog Station item, Omar? If someone sends me a tell with the item in it, you can look at it on the bed. Oh, okay, let me do that. Oh, Xeris is gonna link it. Okay, that actually works too. Ritsuko vibes, yeah. Like in the Rebuild movies. God, she went hard into the butch. It was like when I saw the Rebuild movies and saw that, I was like shook. I was just like, holy crap, Ritsuko. She went hardcore. Like, it's cool. But, yeah. I miss old Ritsuko. Magitech attire. Oh. Alright, I'll try it in Dream Feeding. Thanks for checking those, Eris. Magitech ear guards. I love how they put try online store gear. Ayo, DJ Rave outfit. Oh my god. Don't mind me. Picturing cerulean powered headphones is Magitech. No, I don't have any clothes on. Wow, it's actually sorted and everything. Wait, NPC attire. Look at that, I can be the ultimate emo kid. Look at that. Look at that. That's so good. With the hair. Craw with that hair. He's the protagonist he always wanted to be. The really greasy one whose hands you must not shake. Someone's gonna NTR the warrior of light away. Oh my god. My god. Oh my god. What is this food called? Bread? I've never had anything this warm. Sorry, Graha. I can only get with someone that eats tacos the right way. What the? What is this? Oh, it says Maya's or whatever fucking outfit. Holy shit. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh, it's new. Oh. No. Fuck. Alright, let's... Where am I going? Magitech. It was online store exclusive. I could have sworn I just saw it. Yeah, you'd think they'd use the same system of sort on the store. Oh my god, no. Not now, Mom. I'm in the middle of a raid. I know dinner's ready, but we're in the middle of a poll. So that's where your ears are. No. Uh, RuneScape. My god. Jesus. Hi, Ablin. How's it going? Not the Windows Media Player. Yeah, they're... Are they bone conducting? Wait. Oh, is there like a piece that comes down on the side? Barely keeping it together. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you, I hope things get better, Ablin. Yeah, those are rave pants. They are 100% rave pants. God, so much scale. Look at that. That's how you protect your ankles from the Lalafell. They can't bite you if they can't. They can't sink their teeth in. My God. These are pretty good boots. Yeah. Just stress. Once Saturday is over, I'll be better. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I know how that is. So I hope things get much better as of Saturday. Is that like the Hume equivalent to hairy legs? You know, maybe. Yeah, you gotta shave your scales if you want to be like smooth. I don't know. Doing a vendor booth, everything has gone sideways. I've had to pivot super hard and everything is last minute. I ironically just heard of someone I know whose thing is like, I think they're at like Dokomi or something like that or whatever it's called. And their vehicle rental did not work out. And so they've had to like scramble to figure out how to get different um transport for their like their stuff. So at least you know there's others out there who are in the same shit. In any case, like I hope your pivot works out and you can have a smooth and successful weekend. I do not envy anyone working vendor booths. That is a lot of work. Well, this is cool. That said, it is late. It's almost 10 o'clock, so I should start getting out of here. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, the default real hentai protagonist hours right here. Rory, Mom says it's my turn on the Xbox. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. Do you have the street attire? I think I do. I haven't got anything like in the past year or two, but like I think the street attire might be one of the last things I picked up. Was it boob window sweater or PvP store? Oh, it was the boob window sweater. I think the boob window sweater is store. Yeah, I have the street attire somewhere. I don't know where I put it. It works well with the hair. But yeah, the boob window is it is an online store exclusive. So yeah, it's this one, leisure wear attire. This is what you're talking about, right, Omar? Yeah, Abelin, what's up? I heard a rumor that you do a wicked cover of Safety Dance. Jesus. Oh, that's deeper on a guy. Wait. What does that mean? I need to change the 7TV, some of these emotes, so they're not like replacing words. I'm not sure where you're going with that. In case. But you can tell me later. Because yeah, Melrose does have the goods. I unfortunately do have to get out of here because I really have to use the bathroom. So I am going to do that now. But if you want to chat off stream, you can check out the Discord. Please follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky so I can feel like I have made it and tell my mom that I am valid, except she doesn't care. I am going to send you all on over to Shymoth, who is a big friend of stream, so please come along for the support because
Fizzy
it's
Games just subscribed at
Shymoth's birthday.
Burmo love.
I think. Wow, Fizzy, thank you so much for the 28 months. And tier 3 at that. Much appreciated. But yeah. Socials, blah blah blah. If Xeris manages to get off a raid message before I do, then grab that. There we go. Thank you, Xeris. Grab that raid message, gamers. I will go ahead and send you on your way. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. Especially because I had nothing planned. So the fact that you were here to keep me talking kept me from having to do anything else. Maybe we'll check out something else later, though. I'll try to get more set up for next time. In the meantime, if you have any thoughts off stream, check out the Discord. Other than that, have a good night.